Okay, so I don't usually make videos like this that I get so excited about, but yeah, it's about a snow shovel. So 10 inches of snow, 10 solid inches. It's drifting in much deeper in places, but 10 solid inches everywhere I measured on September 9th here in southern Colorado. Crazy. September 9th. Did I mention it was September? Yeah, September 9th, 10 inches of snow. Now, this isn't Sierra cement like we've shoveled in Southern California, but this is, it's, you know, it's not super wet, but it's not super dry either. So there's a lot of moisture in it, and it's heavy. Traditionally, I've used this yellow shovel, which is nice because it has this nice curved handle. Picks up a lot of snow. You can throw a lot of snow with it. The bucket's pretty wide, bucket, whatever it is. And that's worked well, but I'll tell you, I just picked this up at Walmart, and normally I don't make videos of things I buy at Walmart, but this thing has been amazing for me because typically when I get up in the morning, my back is hurting. I've been shoveling dirt for the past 2 days, and a lot of it. And I woke up this morning, my back was hurting, and dude, I could barely walk to where I was going, to the kitchen. But as time goes on, it gets better. But when I come out here and shovel snow, even if it's just like 4 or 5 inches, not very much, and I'm shoveling off the drive here, or the walkway, my back's hurting after 3 or 4 shovels, and my shoulder's hurting. I've got a bad rotator cuff in my left shoulder, so that starts hurting right away, and so it's just kind of a pain fest just to shovel snow where I can't get snow plow. So super frustrating. This thing has made a big difference because it's not a straight blade. I can still bend over and lift, but the problem is, hopefully this is coming out, where I'm lifting is still far away from here, so I'm having to push down back here really hard and pivot on this arm, which is my bad shoulder arm, to lift it up, okay, and then chunk it. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. This thing, it's still got the tag on it. I don't remember how much it was, 20 or 30 bucks, I can't remember. It's got a little smaller bucket on it, so that helps a little bit. But the biggest difference is where your hand attaches here. Now, it's about the middle, just like this one, right? So this is actually a similar height if you put these side by side, where you're grabbing it here and grabbing it here. The difference is right here, where you're lifting the weight is actually forward right above the shovel bucket itself. So it's super easy to lift. And so because you're actually keeping the weight closer to you, I can keep it closer to me like this. And this was all at least 10 or 12 inches all here, all around here, all around the truck there, out to the greenhouse back there. My shoulder doesn't hurt at all, my back doesn't hurt at all. And I'm just, I was planning on like going inside and just taking a break for 30, an hour or so when I was done with this, just to try to recuperate a little bit. I'm not gonna have to. This is pretty crazy. Somebody was thinking this is one of those ideas, you're like, well, why didn't I think of that 30 years ago? So yeah, this would have saved me. It's a smaller bucket, so I'm lifting less, I get that part. But even when I'm only shoveling 2 or 3 inches of snow with this and not even filling up the bucket in this one, it's still that where the weight is so far from my body is throwing me off. So that's what screws my back up, and that's what screws my shoulder up and makes it hurt. So it works kind of well, pretty good for just like a snow plow as well. The bucket's not quite as wide. But this is all soaking wet. This is full of water. I'm just going to lift it here, and that doesn't even hurt. It does have a metal edge on it. Actually looks like aluminum. So the only thing I wished, whoever made this, if this is the brand Snow Joe or is this just the model, whatever, whoever made this, if you're listening, if you're watching this, the only thing that would make this better to me is I'm 5'8", so I'm not a tall guy, and I'm having to bend over just a little bit to lift it off the ground. If you guys made this thing adjustable somehow so that you could make it adjustable for taller people and make this handle extendable for taller people, this thing would sell like crazy. And you could add 20 bucks onto it and people would still buy it, just because this is such a good design. This works so well. So, I mean, I could do this all day. Oh, it's getting heavy there. but it's keeping the weight close to my body. So, and if it was adjustable, then you could adjust it to your arm. You know, if you're, not everybody's arms are the same length, not everybody's height's the same. So if you can make that adjustable, that thing would be, I would buy another one. Yeah. Okay, just in comparison between the two, let's just see what the width is here. So that's 18 inches. This is going to be a bit wider at 19. Actually looks a lot wider than that, but they look like they're about the same height. That's 13. That's actually 13 and a half, but it has a ridge on it, so it's about 13 usable space there. Okay, so as far as mechanics go, I still have to bend over to grab the handle here with this on the ground. Okay, and then when I lift, I'm having to push down here, which puts a lot more strain on this arm because this is my pivot point now. So I'm lifting there as well as lifting here. And you can see how far away this weight is from the center of my body here, from my center mass. Now this one is about the same actually. So that's on the ground. I have to bend over just a little bit, but I'm not having to pivot anything back here. I can just push down a little bit here, lift a little bit here, and everything comes up. And it's right next to my leg. It's much closer to the center of my core, I guess. So like this is easy. Oh, that just broke loose. Glad I wasn't under it. Okay, so shoveled out to the chicken yard there, the chicken house along there, all this right here. This wasn't very deep. This is only about 3 inches. It's melting pretty quickly on the concrete because it's still pretty warm. All around the truck, around the back of the truck, I shoveled an area back there, flat area, all this. This just slid and collapsed, so I had to reshovel all this. This and this. Now, granted, I'm not a snow shoveling expert. I'm not a snow removal expert by any means, but I grade this and I'm grading it and how I feel. What's the pain level like? And I could still shovel after shoveling all this. So all this, and this isn't Sierra cement like we shoveled in California, but it's pretty wet. It's pretty heavy for our type of snow that we get here in southern Colorado. So shoveled all this, shoveled this whole deck, this whole pile I moved from here onto there by hand. Yeah, I normally wouldn't have done this. So I get why people have an Arctic entrance in high snowfall areas, because the snow was up to the bottom of the screen there. I could barely open the door, just enough to get out. Yeah, so having an Arctic entrance where you only have a door that opens to the inside, or you have steps that step away right away with some elevation so that the snow can't accumulate and block your door. Okay, and all this down to the little birdseed thing that we filled. And obviously somebody's coming to check it out. So good. So yeah, good. There's no way I could have done this with a, probably shouldn't stand underneath this cornice here. There's no way I could have done this with a straight handle shovel or that yellow bent handle shovel without being in a lot of pain right now. That's game changer is a word that's overused, I think, and I hate that word because I don't think it really applies to most things that people say, oh, this is a game changer. Oh, this will change your life. Yeah. No, okay. This is something that has made a big difference in my life. Yeah, but I got to say, if I was in the market to buy a snow shovel, like that's a big deal. But trying to decide what the best one is, straight handle ones, I don't even I have one of those and I don't even use it. I hate it. I'll use it to push snow sometimes, but that's all I use it for. So this curved handle was a great design. This isn't much improved design, but if this thing was adjustable with a long arm there and this piece was adjustable here, that would be fantastic. That would be amazing. And I'd pay $50 for that shovel any day, because I would be able to use it for, you know, hours and hours without being uncomfortable or sore. So, all right, well, hope this helps you guys.